This is Rummy's Corner. Coming up on the 4th of April from the O2 Arena in London, in a heavyweight showdown that will be available live only on DAZN. Veteran heavyweight contender Derek Chisora will square off against former WBC heavyweight champion Deontay Wilder. The fight is duly billed as simply 100. The implication being that this will be the 50th professional fight for Chisora and also the 50th professional bout for Wilder. Add them together and it equals a whopping 100, which is a considerable feat given the general lack of activity among heavyweights in the modern era, prospects in the developmental stages included. Chisora is 42, and his professional record stands at 36-13 with 23 wins by way of knockout. Since losing his third fight against Tyson Fury, Chisora is on a 3-fight winning streak, which included a workmanlike 10-round unanimous decision victory against Juggernaut Joe Joyce, and also an impressive 12-round unanimous decision victory in his most recent bout against Otto Wallin. Wilder is 40, and since losing his third fight against Fury, he has a pair of wins and a pair of losses. That included a lopsided 12-round unanimous decision loss against Joseph Parker and a devastating 5th-round stoppage loss at the hands of Big Bang Jong, each of whom was a ranked contender when they beat Wilder. Last time out, Wilder won by stoppage against Tyrell Herndon. His record stands at 44-4-1, with 43 victories by way of knockout. Chisora and Wilder are each at the precipice of an enormous crossroad. The loser of this fight is likely finished with professional boxing, and at the very least finished as a serious contender. On the other hand, amazingly, the winner might find himself in position to challenge the reigning world heavyweight champion, Oleksandr Usyk. The champion has specifically mentioned each of them as a potential future opponent, so a victory here may well pave the way for a title fight. In a very real sense, Chisora and Wilder are both standing on the edge of potential glory or retirement. Wilder is widely viewed as being tentative and gun-shy, someone who can no longer pull the trigger. In his fights against Parker and Jong, Wilder was unable or unwilling to unleash the type of attacks that made him a long-reigning WBC champion. In fairness to Wilder, he was up against one of the most talented heavyweights out there today in the form of Parker, and he was stopped against one of the most powerful punchers out there today in the form of Jong. Prior to his last fight, it was revealed that Wilder had shoulder surgery for a nagging issue. Wilder did not exactly look great in his fight with Herndon, and Herndon wasn't exactly a world-class operator. Wilder did look better in that one than he had in quite some time. How much of that was due to the surgically repaired shoulder versus how much of that was due to Wilder facing someone like Herndon is difficult to say. For Chisora, it feels like his career has been winding down for almost a decade, and yet time and time again, he keeps chugging along, and he is still winning and winning impressively. Many thought he would lose against the methodical Iron Chin juggernaut, who was widely viewed as a top 10 heavyweight going into that one. It was an inspiring performance from Chisora, who even managed to drop Joyce hard along the way. Then last time out against Wallin, he was borderline top 10-ish himself, where many felt he'd be too quick and nimble for Chisora. That didn't happen either. Instead, it was a beautiful performance from Chisora, where he dropped Wallin twice in that one. Chisora has all of the momentum going into this one. He won his 2 most recent biggest fights against Juggernaut Joyce and Otto Wallin. Wilder is coming off of a victory against Herndon, but he lost his 2 most recent biggest fights against Joseph Parker and Big Bang Jong. To be sure, in addition to having momentum on his side, Chisora also appears far closer to his prime form than Wilder. Both are far removed from their best days, but Chisora's decline does not seem as steep nor as rapid. Recent history suggests that Chisora is a cut above right now, but there are two things worth considering here. One, Chisora is not as fast, slippery, or elusive as guys like Parker and Zhang. And two, perhaps more importantly, Chisora will be far more inclined to bring the fight directly to Wilder than the other two, each of whom utilizes a more passive style than Chisora. And that, I believe, will be the key difference here. For my official prediction, I am taking Deontay Wilder by 5th round knockout. I think it will be a scrappy affair that gets sloppy at times, but I'm expecting a give-and-take encounter for as long as it lasts, where Wilder does have success landing that right hand more frequently, before finally landing the nuclear right that ultimately brings things to an end. For all of his flaws, Wilder has never been especially easy to hit, and I believe Chisora will eventually take a gamble that backfires, where he leaves himself open to Wilder's unpredictable patterns, and if the big right doesn't finish him off immediately, I think Wilder can old school windmill his way to the stoppage after he has Chisora badly hurt. So I am taking Wilder in 5, but as always, what the hell do I know? I ain't exactly Quasimodo over here, but I am very fired up for this one. And while I do think Wilder will eventually nail Chisora, I wouldn't be all that surprised if I begin my post-fight review reminding everyone that I don't know shit about boxing. The 4th of April, live, only on DAZN, Derek Chisora versus Deontay Wilder. Buy the pay-per-view using the link in the description, and for new subscribers, use my code RUMMY5 to get 5% off the pay-per-view. Details in the description. Who do you think will win the upcoming heavyweight showdown between Derek Chisora and Deontay Wilder? Please let me know in the comments. Thank you very much for watching, everyone. I hope you enjoyed and have a wonderful night. This is Rummy's Corner.
You're at the precipice, Tony, of an enormous crossroad.
You know, Quasimodo predicted all this.
Who did what?